Okay, let's do it for realsies. Hey, it's me again. Come over and take a seat. Relax. What'll you drink? You don't have to say it out loud or anything. I'm right here in your head. We ain't got that. You'll have what I'm having. And by the way, if you've already had a drink with me, just chug this one and skip ahead a bit. Do you like ice? You get ice. There you go. So let me tell you what's coming up here. BarVIO is when me and the fellas tell each other stories based on a prompt. Just drunk this time. Now, I don't listen to these. I can't get myself to. I also don't remember what is said in these. Shocker. What's important to understand is that we fellas know each other real good. We tease, curse a lot, laugh and talk over each other often. We curse a lot. No matter what we say to each other here, this is between us, and in no way reflects the views of BarVIO, or any other entity we mention, quite frankly. Once again, this stuff is explicit, like it says in the little square next to the title, probably. I can't believe I get to say this and have it recorded, but listener discretion is advised. Toodles. Cut it out. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Producer Chuck. Welcome to BarVIO, the second ever BarVIO with the prompt.
That was the intro?
David,
10.5 minutes
with the prompt of the fastest we've ever driven ourselves. I'm your host,
sir.
Andrew, joined with the little Goldie fellas.
Yes, sir.
Ben and
Yes,
David.
sir. Hello.
We're also joined by our colleague, Mr. Bowen.
Colleague.
General Bowen Kenobi.
McBowen Kenobi, yes. He
Bowen
actually does
Cannoli.
look
Hello,
like him.
hello,
That's
folks. Yes.
Cannoli?
Christopher Bowen Cannoli here.
Christopher Bowen Cannoli.
Thank you for having me.
Hey! It's a Bowen Cannoli.
Meet the bug.
Make the hand
Now.
gesture now.
Who should
I'm
start?
Italian.
Well, I guess
so it's
I'll
okay.
introduce myself real
Go
fast,
ahead,
as
Chuck.
well as
Hi, Chooch.
followed
Hi,
by the
Chooch.
producer Chuck.
Hi, Chooch.
Make sure nobody talks over him now.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Chuck, would you mind introducing yourself?
Please.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce myself as Chuck. Please introduce yourself. And here
What
it
are
is.
you, Chuck?
Chuck, I'm pansexual, so that means I have no serious
Fuck yeah, dude.
personality. I just replace it with being pansexual.
And Chuck, what else
Mazel
are
tov.
you?
Huh?
Chuck, what else are you?
You're a wonderful
Oh, I'm
human
the
being.
producer.
David, laugh out loud.
I have a bun.
Chuck, our producer.
And we
Thank you, Lord.
and so for those of you that don't
Chuckster.
know, for those of you that don't
The
know,
Chuckles.
BarVIO is our episode where we do drink and we do get intoxicated.
No,
and we talk
we've
about
been
fun car subjects. And
drunk.
like Andrew said, the prompt this week was big drum roll.
As I
Andrew,
already
it was?
said, the fastest we've ever driven. Now,
We also have
these stories
Antonio. Are we forgetting
all
him?
that we can
No?
remember as elaborate works of what may or may not be fiction.
And
I was
incapacitated.
going to say you too.
You're incapacitated.
No, all of okay
We all
for
are.
our listeners out there though. All of these stories that you're about to hear take place in Mexico, or when one person
Or
in
worse.
particular
True.
is talking
True.
Wait, no,
in
wait.
May have been
Canada.
roofied.
So
This happens in
Possibly.
Montana,
This is not
Mexico,
wrong.
and Canada. Oh wait! I got it. It'll be Montana, Mexico, and Montreal.
And-
this is where this takes. Yeah,
and
this
some-
takes it-
Yes.
and some parts of this also took place in California because apparently, according to
Baja
my
California, la
according
MF.
to my traffic school teacher, she said I went to traffic school. It was a comedy pizza traffic school, and they
That's
had
cool.
pizza.
You weren't
and
forced to go, you
the
didn't.
No, because I got a ticket, and so I had to go because that was how I got out of spending money I didn't have
Makes
on
sense. How much for traffic
the
school?
government. It was like $30.
Yeah,
I got a
that's worth
coupon.
All right.
Yeah.
So, let's go.
And
Let's go. Eeny, miny, miny, mo.
that's
Eeny, miny, miny, mo.
Yeah.
Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, miny, miny.
Mo.
My mother's
What?
said
Andrew won. Nobody can see
it's
this.
the
Andrew
very
won.
best one, and you are it.
Ben.
I get to go first?
Yeah.
Yes, Ben.
Okay, so the fastest I ever went was in a car,
Not went.
drove myself.
Currently going.
From the peanut gallery.
You're not
Nephew.
here, so get out of here.
Nephew.
Okay, no, so we
returning
have-
persons.
We have some guests in the peanut gallery. Introduce yourselves.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
I'll
that's not
introduce
necessary.
them. It's Antonio and it's Ava.
Thank you,
they
Peanut Gallery.
are also
Say
here.
hi, Antonio and Ava.
Hi, Antonio and Ava.
Say how the
I'm-
fuck you doing, Antonio and Ava.
I'm wearing
fuck
a
you
different
doing,
shirt this time.
Antonio and Ava?
Not
So
velvet,
Ben, what is
not
the
a velvet
fastest
shirt.
that you have ever driven yourself?
155 miles an hour.
Wow.
Nice.
Triple digits.
Now, what were you in?
I was in my Hyundai Veloster Turbo.
Where were you?
The 56.
Don't
Mexico,
say
in
that.
Mexico.
Wait,
No.
Ben, you were in the Privia?
Answer
No.
this carefully.
That thing would never. That thing wouldn't hit 155 going downhill with the wind pushing it.
Okay,
Okay.
Barely gets to double
Okay,
digits at this
when
point.
were
Yeah.
you?
When was I? Oh, David's
Mexico.
22nd birthday or so.
Okay.
Like,
What time of day was it?
Yeah. Early morning, 7 a.m. We were going to breakfast
You were going to break.
in Mexico for some
Mexico?
chilaquiles or chiliquillis or chilaquiles, how they're
You had it
pronounced by
right
the people
second
that.
time.
Yeah. Chili killies, that's my favorite. That's what my grandma calls them. And
So, it was a.
she's a
you
white
owned
lady.
a Veloster?
Yeah, I leased a Hyundai Veloster Turbo, and it was white. And the people at Poway Hyundai,
Shout out.
which is the town we're in now, which when I got here, the police helicopter was flying over saying, "Get on the
That's
ground."
enough, bro. Let's go on to the story.
So it follows me. It's not because of the neighborhood. It's everywhere. Everywhere
because
I am.
Ben is
So
constantly playing GTA 5. In
yeah. So I we were driving to breakfast, and I got on the freeway at a certain on ramp and didn't let my foot off the gas till I had to get off the freeway. And David was sitting next to me saying, "Benny, this isn't funny," and I was like, "It's your birthday." And I was like, "It's your birthday. We got to do it once." And he was like, "But I'm scared." And I was like, "Just do it with me." And so we kept going. And then I saw my exit, and he was like, "Okay, slow down." And I was like, "All right." And so I let off the gas and just coasted off the freeway. It was a good
I
time.
was not having a good time. I was like, dude, I have a whole party planned out tonight. I don't want to die on my birthday, bro. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
and
a very
like-
easy headstone to make. You just
Relax,
copy
you were
the
probably
dates, bro.
still a teenager. You
Oh
were
my God.
literally invincible.
No, I was not. I was like 22.
Benny was
or
just
something
saying,
like that.
"You're not driving." What do you mean?
Yeah, I was like, it's stuck. I don't know what to tell you. We're just going.
There's a water bottle under my gas pedal. It's stuck.
Luckily, I have a 10-year warranty. Let's go Hyundai. You know what I mean? So yeah. I was at like 16,000. All right, I was like real early on. Throttle stuck. I don't know what to tell you. We just got stuck, and then
It's like one
luckily.
of the recalls, David. You just gotta stick with me here.
And then because we're Jewish and it was David's birthday wish, we the throttle let off right where we had to get off the freeway. And so, nobody can take me to court or anything because it was a vehicle malfunction that I no longer have. So
You didn't get in an accident, right?
nope, we
So
lived.
there's no warranty to worry about. You're here today. That's all that matters.
Yep, David got to his birthday breakfast.
Wasn't it, David?
Yeah, no.
Looking back, it was a good time.
No. Yeah, per the country we're in, I said, Benny, pare, por favor. I didn't, yeah, it was pretty scary, but it was honestly pretty smooth for at that speed for what it was. So I was like, I feel like, most people would be like, please stop freaking out, but I was like, Benny, can we please slow down? It's too early for this. I'm a little scared right now. Can you
So
please take a little bit off there, please?
I have two.
$120's all right, but $150, it's like, whoa. Spoiler alert, I've never been this.
No.
fast
I was
myself,
like
so,
hitting.
yeah.
I was hitting all the limiters. Like everything that can make me not go
Yeah,
faster was kicking in,
Well,
and I got as fast as that car would go.
Oh, yeah.
Which is 155.
Before the
Yep.
fuel cut off. Yeah.
Yep, it was
At
just
the
going
fuel
bop,
cut
bop, 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 and then the throttle let off, and then we got on the freeway. My foot was off the gas when we got on the ramp. Like I was like, oh no, there's a problem, and boom, we were there.
Oh my god! All right, so I have three very brief stories.
Oh, I have
of
one
them
more
has
really,
to do
really
with,
brief story.
something's
Come
wrong.
on.
Okay, fine.
Okay, it's really
But
quick.
let me hold on. I have two other stories with my younger brother in the car where he's like, So go ahead with your thing.
So okay. Actually, I have two other really brief stories, and I wasn't driving, but I was a passenger, and they're really fast, and it's cool. So I worked at a certain dealership in Mexico. Let's call it Ferrari of Mexico City adjacent, and we got in on trade a McLaren MP412C back when they were new adjacent.
fax machine.
So this was the first McLaren car. No. This was when it was the only car that McLaren made. Okay, so this was like really early on. And we got this car, and it was on trade, and it was brought down from our partner dealership that was Norte.
In Baja, California.
Norte. And so my service manager at the time, who knew he was going to move to a different dealership, even more Norte, decided that so the truck, it was an enclosed trailer, it got dropped off, and my boss said to me, when that transporter leaves, we're taking this bitch out. And we went 135 miles an hour up a hill. I was not driving, and it was
Over a crest.
no, just up a hill next to a concrete quarry in the Sur. And so we did that, and it was exhilarating. And then another time, same adjacent dealership, we got in a pre-production car that was used for demos, and they're like big reveal or whatever. And I was with the owner. Yes, I was in the. It was a European spec car, so the miles per hour were in kilometers, and we hit 220, and in kilometers, it's kilometers.
That is like.
But we were going up a residential hill.
Hold on. 220 is like 180 mph?
No, it's less than that. It's
it was like
160.
Yeah,
160 or 70?
I wasn't
Okay.
driving, but I was with the owner of this adjacent dealership's son, and so I was like, "Well, if we die, I'm
die.
rich." Like,
Yeah.
and I'm rich
really
in
not the rich
prostate, so like that's fine. And my family's taken care of because this guy owns multiple
Yep,
dealerships
exactly.
in
Yep.
Mexico.
Yes, he will feel
in
very
Norte.
guilty because he has
And
an airbag and you do
we're doing
not.
the same
because
thing.
it's
Yeah.
not government
Yeah,
mandated.
and so this was a race
Norte.
car,
Norte.
and I will tell you all off air what it was, but it was fun, and we were on a residential road going up a hill. David, if you know what this hill is, it's the hill that
Screens.
are.
I know.
Yep, you know what it is exactly.
That one
It's
hill
the
in
hill
Mexico.
that.
There's a fire
I know.
station on this hill. Max's family had a house on this hill
In Mexico.
In Mexico, it was a nice house.
That
There were
hill, let me
ghosts
tell you
in
about
that
hill in
house.
Mexico. That hill is not a hill you want to be going 220 kilometers
Because of the
per hour
crest,
on.
right?
No,
Oh,
Down or up?
No,
Down
no,
or
Either
up?
way.
Up. Oh wow.
Either
and
way.
it was like,
understand what a
and the
crest is.
roads.
Yeah, no
They
clue.
know what a crest is.
No.
Yeah, no, it's like
Crest is
going
way further
over.
down.
Like we didn't get air going
No
over
crest.
the top of
Cresting
anything.
does not mean
mean-
jumping. Crest just means the
You
top
can't
of the
see.
hill.
It's the
No, we didn't get to
no,
the top of the hill.
no.
It's like a mountain.
Ah. Okay, then we're on the
Montaña.
same page.
Montaña.
Una montaña. Una montaña.
Okay, so Let me tell you about literally. I think no, you've heard this. Only Chuck has heard this. Because it was the funniest
Jesus Cristo.
damn thing I ever first story is pretending that something is broken with the throttle.
Oh shit. Okay, I think I feel like I remember this, but I don't. But I do. Okay, hold on.
So, recurring character, Triumph Spitfire, right?
Yes.
Everything was always wrong with this
A
car.
British
I
disaster.
heard about this.
It wasn't a disaster. It was a nice car.
You love your
No,
Triumph.
it was a nice car, but
You
like
love that Spitfire though. You
overall,
You have a toy model of it on your desk. You love this thing.
British cars
And that
are kind
thing,
of
honestly, the
disastrous
pictures
of
I've
that
seen,
era.
the free rebids post is in that Spitfire.
Oh, let's get a
Beautiful
jingle.
car. Beautiful car.
Let's get a Chuckster jingle.
Oh,
Let's have our guest give
How
him a
about
model.
jingle off of a Triumph Spitfire and no fire jokes.
Free
because it's too
rebids
true.
just for you. You drive a Spitfire,
pick a
but it's
mile.
not for you.
I think I've just been upstaged. I think that my mantle has been disheveled.
And then you got to hit him with the call CarVIO. Well,
All right, call
whatever.
Call
CarVIO
CarVIO.
at 855-951-3335 or carvio.com. Hit us in our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook DMs as well.
Say the number one more time because I was talking. What was the number?
Is your Spitfire not spitting fire anymore? Call
The problem
CarVIO.
is that it does start spitting fire, and that's when you got
That's when you call CarVIO. What's the number, Chuck?
855-951-3335.
I'm so glad you remember that because I know. Now,
Anyway.
this car by this time had a notorious record for having something wrong with it. And at one time, I had a chance to drive a girl in the car, which happened to be Chuck's girlfriend at the time.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
remember
Now I do
how
remember
we
this
convinced
story.
her to get in the damn thing. But I did make the most
Because
out
Chuck's
of it.
Mustang 2 was broken.
So,
Oh, no. I didn't own it yet.
Oh.
So on the road that we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
at,
It was
we
running
were.
Okay.
It
Sorry.
was just like a poob. The road just off where this poob was turned into a very long-ish straight road. So, granted, this thing has a top speed of 102 miles per hour.
That extra too.
Literally anything over 50 was quite fast.
And terrifying.
Given
Slow
that
car
it was
fast.
made at a
It's
time
exhilarating.
in England where highways still didn't really exist. Certainly not any freeways.
B roads.
Yeah, B roads, love. Yeah.
Big roads.
B roads.
So, I was flooring it because you're always flooring it in that thing. Let's be honest.
Only way to get anywhere.
really anywhere.
Slow car
Yeah.
fast. It's like a
Truly,
Miata
right?
from the 60s, 70s.
So,
Yes.
the
It's beautiful,
Miata was
though.
based off this. Yeah.
Better looking, yeah.
All you have to do is in the middle of flooring it, and you're at 60 something miles per hour. I don't know on this road. You just
62.
have to kind of off on, yeah, right?
Yeah, feather it, yeah.
And so the car started jerking forwards and backwards, and then I'm just like, and I look towards her and I'm like, she was immediately knowing exactly what kind of car this was, how many problems it's had. Oh my God, what's wrong? I don't know what's wrong with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with the throttle.
Shout out to my now ex-wife. Oh, shit.
and I turned around. Everything was cool. Fuck, did she? Oh my
Shit
God.
a brick.
Yeah, for real.
Holy fuck.
She left her shell.
So the first time that I went
And then she wanted to break up.
right
That was Chuck's girlfriend. What do you mean?
I know.
No, she's not no more.
at the time,
Yeah, after that.
the first time
Yes.
that I went fast with my little brother as a passenger was in a Saab 9.3 Turbo.
Oh, those things fuck.
I love it when Ben loves a car like that.
2007.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
It was
My
down-
cousin had one.
It was down the same
he fucks?
road.
No way.
Yeah, it was down the same. The other way, the other direction. It was down the same road.
Leaving the same boob in Mexico,
Not
or
the-
as they
Yes.
call it,
Not the same
cantina.
boob. No, because we were headed towards the boob in theory,
Oh,
but we weren't going to the boob.
pass the poop. Drink responsibly. Heineken
I think
0%. We
got
don't get
to-
paid by that.
Sponsor us, please.
It's not. It's a long-ish road, not a long road, right? I think we got to about 102 miles per hour.
Oh wow! You finally hit it.
You
but in the
tapped
wrong
out?
Car.
You tapped out?
That's like a tragedy, bro.
Well, it's top speed and
I know the
1 hour
Spitfires.
2?
You're like, I got it, but in the wrong car.
If you want to add another story, please just keep asking questions.
No, it's fine.
Okay,
Carry on.
You're so
Thank you.
smart.
so not even. It was in the 9.3 turbo, and I was like, "I'm gonna see how fast we can get in this thing." Right on our way back from a place.
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
And I just laid it down. It was the first time I ever really laid it
Oh
down.
no, he's in
any car,
Canada.
right?
Don't be sorry. Get more.
That boy doesn't say a thing until we start coming up to the bend. And he's like, "You want to
Be
slow
coming
down
around the
now?" And I'm
mountain
like,
when she comes.
and I'm like 99, 100, 101, 102, 102, 102. Okay, I'll slow down. And I slowed down. And I went around the bend. And everything was fine. The next time... Sharing. Yeah, the next time
The
I
toilet.
went fast with him in the passenger seat was
Same brother.
Yeah, same
brother.
brother. Yeah.
after we had graduated someplace in wherever.
Norte.
It was in a South Day.
Super Norte.
So Norte, it was actually Saute of where we are.
In Canada.
No.
Just trying to throw our listeners for a loop. Surprise. We're in Alaska.
I was in a 2017 Hyundai Elantra.
Attaboy, a rental car. Let's go.
And we were heading
Hyundais, they go
to
fast.
a place that was kind of up in the mountains. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they also only last amount of miles.
We'll pay you $2,000. Call BarVIO today.
855-951-3335.
Thank you, Chuck. It was simply a mountainous road, so it had some curves, but it was at the lower end of the mountain road, so it got pretty straight. But somehow this boy, since high school, had learned about understeer or something, or just going too fast in general.
Your brother, you mean?
And I will never forget what he said, because it was like what's her name in National Lampoons?
Which one?
The wife.
Which National Lampoon movie?
Any of them. They're the same. It's the same woman.
The one with Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Oh, because, they made Caddyshack and, like,
No. The
Animal
vacation
House.
ones.
The ones
vacation. Thank you.
Do you know
Her.
her name?
What's her
Of
name?
the lady? No. I've never
Okay,
seen
Wait,
so-
I'm
that.
glad you gathered all that information, Ben,
So
for no
let's
answer.
So
know
what
the
she
name.
said was,
Thanks, Betty.
it's in
I've never
Christmas
seen any of those.
Vacation, right? And oh god, this is only like the third time she said it, right? Because she said it in the first vacation to Wally World, but she said, "Clark, slow down."
No.
Right, and then in Christmas Vacation, she says, "Clark, slow down." Right. My brother said it exactly the same way. He's like, but he said, "You better respect this mountain." And like, what do you mean? He's like, "Better respect this mountain." I'm like, I don't know what you mean, but fine. I let off the throttle.
You knew exactly what he meant. You let off the throttle.
Don't touch it.
Well, I think those
you
were
touch
some
it?
good stories, but
you're
I
good.
think it's time for
Yeah.
Bowen, our guest of honor, to tell his.
Already?
Yeah,
Oh my
it's time.
God.
We've had two. We've had our two
y'all,
regulars.
y'all are making stories that are so hard to like follow.
It doesn't
It's like,
matter.
I'm
A
not usually the
story's a
funny
story.
guy.
But like,
Let me
Chris,
tell
I'm
you,
gonna
Vaughn,
one
from
thing,
the
one
little
thing,
that I
Vaughn.
know
My
so
stories
far,
are shit compared to everybody else.
if you're
It's just like they were
really
the
in
last one,
automotive,
so it's okay.
it's hard to beat.
David's never had a fast car, so none of like. Sorry.
see,
bud.
I personally have never owned a fast car either. The fastest I ever went in my Toyota Corolla was like 112 because the fucking governor chip tapped out at 120, so it would start to slow me down.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
But this story is not about my Corolla. This is about the new motorcycle I just got.
Very recent.
This is
Tell us
this is like
more.
2-3 weeks ago. Yeah,
in Mexico.
Mexico on a Friday night where the cartel is out. I'm trying to get out of the border.
Whoa there, James Bond.
Yo,
It's
Take
not-
it down
keep
about
simple.
20%.
Okay. Sorry. All right. So
I just got this new bike. Okay,
Clever works of fiction.
2007 Honda CBR 600.
A CBR.
CBR.
Is that what you understand?
Honda,
Wait. Can you tell me what that means?
the motorcycle
It
of
means
champions.
cunt, bravery, and respect.
Fuck off. No. Okay, no. So I did. Car very fast. That's it's a fucking motorcycle. It has 2 wheels. What do you mean, Antonio? Help me understand. No. Well, no, for real though. Like,
Honey, I don't know that much about
I don't either.
motorcycles.
I am more mechanically inclined when it comes to automobiles than it is fucking bike like motorcycles. So,
Likewise.
And that's saying a lot.
what do you mean?
Championship bike racing.
Antonio.
Okay, so I've been wanting a motorcycle for a very long time, just because like the car I drive now is a gas guzzler, and like you know what, like I've been stuck in a loop. I'm just trying to find something that makes me feel alive again, and I come from a family that comes from just like off roading, like just 4-wheel drivers,
Trophy
ATVs.
trucks. Hey man.
Yes, but not like that though.
F-150 or
But
Ranger?
anyways, no. So like, I come from off roading and shit like that. So like,
Power Ranger.
the time that I fuck a Ford Ranger, I had one, my first car, and it,
Power Ranger.
I blew first truck. I blew the head gasket at 112 miles per hour, and it.
1,000
wait,
miles.
wait.
I hope.
Yeah, 100,
maybe.
112. No. Sorry, not 112 miles per hour. 112,000 miles per hour. Sorry.
Well, I did have a friend who blew the entire front end going like
40.
My buddy flipped. My
but
buddy
he was asleep.
Hey
so-
man, my buddy
In a
flipped
Ford
one.
Ranger.
Also asleep
anyways.
and lived.
I had that truck. Oh my god.
Yes.
I had that truck for maybe like 3 or 4 years, and then I blew the head gasket. So like,
That's
don't
We
get me
had a
wrong.
Ford-
Nowadays, it would probably have took me about like $3,000 to $4,000 to rebuild the engine and still have a nice truck that I enjoy. Because me and my grandfather, we put a 4-wheel drive kit on it. We edited it, or not edited,
So
but
you threw
we
it
modified
in.
all the pumpkin and stuff like that. We threw a bunch of stuff on it, and we built it from the ground up. And that's genuinely how I learned all of my mechanical knowledge.
You
and
hot
stuff.
rodded that bitch.
Nice.
Basically, yeah. So, but yeah, no, I got this bike. I've been wanting it for a really long time. So, we had it scheduled for like a Sunday to go pick it up. We got there, and like the whole time I was there, I was like, oh fuck, I'm so excited! Like this is my first motorcycle. I've mostly ridden like off road. Like now I get to have
Hold
my.
on, I have to ask.
Please,
What were you wearing?
what was I wearing? So
were
I was
you
wearing.
Hot.
I was.
Great
I
question.
know. Calm down, you two. This is an actual.
No,
like,
this ain't no
motorcycle
fucking. I'm about to ride this motorcycle home in
What are you
Carlsbad and
What are you
fucking.
wearing?
Don't say
February
that. You're in Mexico.
I'm in Mexico.
Carlsbad.
Anyway, it was cold. It was overcast, and I was gonna ride this shit home. So I was dress prepared.
Over
What were
the
you
border
wearing?
back
I was
to
wearing
Mexico.
So I was wearing Nike Blazers. I was wearing some H&M black slacks because they're comfy and they stretch and they look clean. And
Respectable.
and I was wearing a plain, I don't know, whatever T-shirt, and on top of it I had this
T-shirt.
T-shirt. But no, and then I had this jacket on top of me. I had this jacket. It's what?
Houndstooth.
Houndstooth. I'm wearing a
welcome.
This
houndstooth
one?
jacket. Yes.
This
I was,
is the one you were
This
wearing.
is the exact jacket that I was wearing when I rode it home. Yes.
Praise, but God, you were dumb. All right, let's.
It was. You know what? I
He
didn't-
lived. Clap it up for him one time.
No. Sorry. And then I was also wearing a Nike like a light
A
gray.
Nike set of armor.
Precisely, armor for the wind and the cold. But I was wearing a windbreaker. It was a Nike. It was a light gray Nike windbreaker. So
Because for a motorcycle, you want to break that wind.
exactly, because there is no because there is no
You wanna
windshield
increase your
on a
drag
crotch rocket
coefficient
like
by
that. There is no
0.1.
windshield. You are the windshield on a crotch rocket like that.
You are
So-
the drag coefficient.
Oh, I got cotton mouth right now. Let me start drinking this drink I just made. Hold on, because Andrew made me chug the last one.
Quick motorcycle story. Well, Chris is getting into this real fast. One time.
Was it going fast?
That means I'm taking
only-
forever.
Only time I ever rode a motorcycle, I crashed it in my friend's driveway. Just tore my pants from my nuts to my ankle.
Oh no!
And then we were helping him move, so I didn't have a change of clothes, so I was wearing hole in pants.
Did it hurt? Was it red? Was there blood?
No, I took the handlebar right to my sternum, and it was. I still have the bump.
Of course you did.
And then I
have
bent
a
the
scar like
handlebar,
that.
and my buddy didn't make me pay for it. But his driveway was
pay for it.
was like
That's because he's your
marble.
friend.
I know, but I didn't also fuck it up that much, and it was like a 50cc dirt or like 100cc.
Bro,
dirt
I was
bike.
11 or 12 going down a driveway that was probably about
Yeah, it was
maybe
a
a
driveway.
75 incline on a little teeny tiny bicycle that I thought I could go fast on. Got the speed wobbles, threw the handlebars, cookie cutter that. It was an old handlebar to where the rubber had rotted off and it's just pure handlebars.
So he got cookie covered in the
Threw my handlebars, went handlebars over, cookie cut my
I
fucking
got
chest.
that.
Oh god.
Dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
My chest was orange and purple.
Through high school, you
I
had a
was living with
third
my
nipple, huh?
grandparents. I was with my
Oh,
grandparents,
that's
and
bad.
they just had me on the fucking couch. I was like, I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. They're like, "You're gonna be okay, Christopher. Don't worry."
We haven't dealt with this in like 40 years.
Yeah, for real.
My grandma brings me a fucking a gallon Ziploc bag of ice and wraps it in a towel. Just like, "You'll be fine, Christopher. Don't worry. Just breathe. Just breathe."
My
poor little sugar
chest.
Yeah, that was my biggest fear.
Okay, all right. So,
That was my biggest fear.
My
Okay,
poor
so back
little
to your
sugar
speed.
cookie.
Sorry to
Oh,
take
no.
us off.
I'm gonna fucking die.
It's the same
your
story
defense
as about
against the
itself.
asphalt was
Wait, say it again. Something about asphalt?
Was a windbreaker. Your best
your
defense against the asphalt was a windbreaker.
No, I didn't fall.
Was
I didn't fall.
a hoodie, which you are currently wearing, which
Yeah.
I must agree is sick and tight,
Thanks, dude.
and a windbreaker.
Yeah, so windbreaker on top of this hoodie.
So
Yes. Yes. It's
Wow.
that time, Chuck. Let's hear a little
it's
shout
time
out.
to drink the Kool-Aid.
Okay. Yep. Drink the Kool-Aid, Chuck. Where can we find the best offer to buy your car?
CarVio.com or 855-951-3335 when we knew not to have phones on set.
God
Hey.
damn.
Not or, but and.
Chuck, Chuck,
What's the horn?
give us a jingle on the cyclone.
He's working
Oh, a
hard
jingle on
to
the cyclone.
improve
Jingle on the
our
cyclone,
skills.
please. Ring a ding 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 ding.
Let's see here. If you have no wind in your sail and your cyclone is all sad and whimpering, please call CarVio at 855-951-3335. And I've been drinking, so that's the best we got right now.
Yes,
Four
sir.
out of 10.
Has your
Yeah.
cyclone executed Order 66 and has killed?
What?
Call CarVio today, and we'll take that beer fucking trip.
855-951-3335. Ava with
Ava
the
with the
win!
jingle.
Yes, Ava.
Wah, wah,
One of our
wah,
assistants,
wah.
if
You
you
can't
call-
say the C word. You can't say the F
Hey,
word.
but if you call in right now, you may be transferred to a buyer or Ava, one of our assistants. So please call now. You never know the
And
personality you're
be
gonna get.
nice.
She might
We're
be
all
hot.
people.
She might be. She might be.
Definitely.
Anyways,
So
back
you
to my
were-
fucking story.
Windbreaker. You were
Wait.
going down a
Road in Mexico.
No.
Yes, no, that was when it happened. But let me
freeway.
continue telling my story. So, bought this bike about 3 to 4 or 5 weeks ago. I have never in my
Time to
life
construct.
driven a street bike or a bike on the road in real life or on the freeway.
Oh, shit, I
So
would be in the same city.
I'm strictly like dirt jumps and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Straight
that's
on the
all.
freeway.
Yeah, no,
You know,
that's
the
all
only
I'm used to.
two wheel was a fat tire. and that still burned the shit out of my leg when I.
Two-wheel
dropped it.
fat tire. I do not know what that is. I know
It's just,
three
like
wheels.
a wider tire on the bike. It's like a little like
It's a bicycle.
fuck around kind of
like a beach
little
bike type
dirt
of thing.
bike.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorta,
wait,
like,
okay, yeah.
right.
I think I had one of
I
those.
was like,
I didn't know it was called a
I'm
fat
gonna
tire.
go on
Yeah.
the fucking do, and it was like a 3-foot dude, and then I like went on it. I'm like,
High
whoa, whoa,
centered
whoa,
it.
and I dropped it. The exhaust
Oh my
landed on
God, he
leg.
on
I still had a
X-Games
burn
mode.
scar. Anyway,
So yeah, so I've been looking for a motorcycle ever since we got this office. I'm like probably like 25, 28-ish minutes away from work. If I take the carpool in, I'm like 15 to 20 minutes away. So the car I have now, it's a gas guzzler. So I'm like, you know what? I'm probably gonna buy a motorcycle. And like being on two wheels is what I come from. I'm very comfortable, and it makes me feel alive. You know. So with this rotation that I've been in, just strictly focused on work, it's something that makes me feel nice. But not at the same time, I would save money on gas. Anyways, I've been looking to buy a motorcycle, and I found this one. It's a 2000. I already said this, but it's a 2007 Honda CBR 600RR. That means race replica.
Oh yeah.
And it's sexy
And we
as
don't know
fuck.
what CBR means. So
We don't. Andrew,
I said it means
He did-
cunt, reliable
bike.
celebrity.
Anyways, so I found this bike on OfferUp, and I was talking. I bought it from a girl, and she.
I don't know what offer
that
up
says
is
a
in
lot.
Spanish.
She supposedly took good care of it, and she had all the fairings repainted, custom paint job. It's like a deep white pearl with some like a almost like a pearlescent pearl color. When it hits the sun, it almost has like a sparkle, but the sparkle is purple. So it's actually
like-
pretty
like-
fucking dope.
Nice.
Pearlescent.
Sick.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, pearlescent.
Do I
Why
know?
haven't I seen this thing?
Because I haven't ridden it to work yet, and I've only taken
cold out in
I
Mexico.
haven't taken any pictures of it, but my girl did, and those I
You know,
only
you
have like
bought
2
it
pictures.
prematurely because you said it's almost bike season. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a bike.
So I-
with
no,
you, and
I-
never
I
bought a
took
bike
it-
because I didn't know you were gonna buy us.
I really
So
want a
now,
scooter.
that means everyone in this room, everyone in this room needs to buy a motorcycle so we can go riding.
Yes.
Anyways,
We need to ride that.
fuck
steel
off,
horse.
David. I know you're about. I know as soon as I start talking, you're gonna be my Jewish mother right now. But anyways, you admitted it. You admitted it.
He still
Alright.
doesn't have any money
Okay,
from his
so-
Mercedes.
So I got this
purchase,
bike.
though.
It's so it had the fairings are like a white with a pearlescent purple sparkle to it. It's got gold wheels. It's
Hey,
badass. It's
that's big wheels.
it's so it has about 37,000 miles on
Good
it.
taste.
I got it for 42. They wanted 55.
1,000 pesos.
Yes. they wanted 5,500 pesos for it, and I talked them down to 48 while I was just talking to him about it. But then when I got there, I realized how much it needed work, and she told me in the original post that it had like 1 or 2 month old tires. But like when I got there, she was like, "Yeah, I went to LA and did some stuff, and I had
Mexico?
LA and Mexico, and I had some guy
You
like."
don't need to say that every time somebody says somewhere, right?
Anyways, so
But I will.
it's not me. I'm
a
just
good
I'm just
point.
projecting what she told
yeah.
me. So like
Okay.
it is what it is. But yeah, so she said she was like going down some freeway and it got really like choppy and she slammed on the brakes. So the back tire
No.
is a little fucked
Oh.
and it
Oh,
needs
she
a brake
flat
job.
spotted the tire.
Yeah. So
no.
and it needs a brake job. So it needed all this
No,
stuff.
it needed a tire job too. If they,
No, so I knew that. That's what I'm saying. I knew that. So I was expecting to spend 4,800, but when I got there, she started telling me all this stuff, and like I was like, you know what? Like,
So you
to
did-
be honest, I asked her when the last time she had the, excuse me, she had the valve service, and she said she did not know. So I was like, okay, that's the first thing I need to do, and plus it's getting close to the 40 or 50,000 mile. Service. So I was like, I'm just gonna get the whole thing serviced. So I know off the top that's gonna be at least $750 to probably about $900 to get the service, depending on what place I go to. So I was like, you know what? Like, you told me the tires were good. It's a 2007. So the fairings were painted, but everything else you can tell has scratches and shit like that on it. And like when I was test driving, I noticed that the speedometer and the gauge was all shaking. So I know that there was a bracket or something there was like missing or like broken to where it would rattle every time I revved it, and I could see that it was definitely loose. So I went back, talked about it, and I was like, you know what, like there's definitely going to be at least $1,000 when I put it into like maintenance in this, just to get it to where like I feel comfortable driving it. And like the only reason I say comfortable is because like I have a daughter and I have a girl that I'm trying to make happy and I'm trying to make a life for. And like if I'm driving a bike that I am not comfortable with, riding a bike that I am not comfortable with.
Jewish mother
I like-
insert.
it's like I have done my due diligence to feel good about what I'm doing right now. Is purely for me, and I'm not going to be dumb about it. But if I buy a bike that I know has some shit going on with it, I'm not going to ride that motherfucker until I know that everything is taken care of.
Oh,
So you bought this
Shake
bike.
my hand. That is some good dealing.
So yeah.
So what was the final number we spent on this bike?
So
What did we-
final number I spent on this bike was 42.
Nice. Okay.
I was gonna pay 48, but I got him down to 42 because I said it's at least gonna cost six, whatever it may be, to all the way up to maybe $900. So I'm paying $4,800 plus another $700 to $900. So I'm looking at more than what you're asking for. So at the end of the day, I'm going to ride this bike no matter what, but I want to make it safe.
So you
had all these thoughts. You gave her the sob story about wanting it to be safe.
Yeah.
You talked her down, and then you rode this flat spot son of a bitch all the way home, going how fast?
I did. So when I was test driving this bike, this is the first time I've ever driven a street bike ever. Like ever. I have never driven a bike that heavy.
And
What a
surprise, he had throttle problems like the rest of us.
So then, like, as I'm test driving it, I noticed that there's at least an inch of play in the throttle before I start to hit the actual throttle. So like I'm like, okay, whoom, driving around this empty lot with like classical cars, people like gathering there for something they do every Saturday or something like that.
Yeah. The stage
I'm hitting
is
neutral
set.
and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm about to pay $4,200. I've been saving up. This bike is not that bad. I love the look of it. I'm gonna pay them. So I
and then he wrote it away. I'm kidding.
I did. No, I did. I did.
He
So-
told us.
I got cotton mouth like a bitch right now. Anyways.
Happens to the best of us, brother.
But so you wrote it.
I wrote it. So I didn't have a bracket on the handlebars to where I can hold my phone to know where the fuck I was going. So
Right.
Sam, my girl, she got me there, and she was like, "Hey, just follow me until you get to where you know you're going, and then just pass me, and then I'll follow you." I was like, "Okay, cool, I'm down." So as we're pulling out of the fucking the parking lot where I'm at, I'm shifting gears. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm like, okay, like, we got this, like, that was a cool test drive. Like, this is a heavy motherfucker. Like, let's lean and let's do this and do that and do that. So I was figuring it out, and then we get to the stop sign that's out of the parking lot onto the real street, and I stall.
No.
Like,
Atta baby.
just stall. I'm like, oh fuck, okay, down, up halfway.
Yep.
Boom. Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
there
Go.
we go.
Downshift. We're good. So we're going. There's maybe at most a football field until the freeway.
Okay.
After I just stalled out on a bike in which I have not only this bike but never driven on the freeway. I was like, okay, here we go. So I'm going. In the back of my head, like all the forums and videos I've watched, they're like, yeah, I never use the brake. All I use is the downshift. I just use the downshift to fucking slow myself down. So I'm in second gear. I'm in second gear, following my girl. And
They
like,
want you
I'm
to
getting
die on the
like
internet.
60, 50 feet, downshift, whoa! I'm like, oh, okay. So there's something. Sorry.
You gotta blip
You're
it.
good.
So yeah, but then I was like, you know what? Like, that's just something I heard. I've ridden dirt bikes, I'm gonna ride the way I do. So we start to get on the freeway. I'm doing good. We're going
Smart
fast.
guy.
I'm figuring it out. We're waving around, shit like that. I'm like seeing her. I'm like waving at her, doing dumb shit and stuff like that. And we get to the freeway merge where I know where we're going. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. Leans down, gets aerodynamic, whop, all the way up to like maybe 84 in like fourth gear
In Mexico.
in Mexico. So
No, we do need to insert Mexico. We're
in
at a
Mexico,
speed limit
yeah.
that is
That's where I
only
was
allowable in Mexico.
That's
We
where I was
really
going.
only speed in
So
Mexico.
that's what I'm saying. Like, no, this all happened in
speed.
Mexico.
Between 45 and
Anyways.
60 miles per hour. We all know this.
Taking
And if
a
we
drink.
say 88, it's in some form of other measurement.
And if we say 100,
So-
it's kilometers.
So my sentence that I submitted was, I'm going 97. Oh my god, the bike is starting to shake. So This literally happened as we started to merge onto the freeway. I'm like, okay, we're going faster. Okay, third gear, 75, downshift. Okay, upshift. We're in 79, going in fourth gear. Okay, I'm about to switch all the way over to the far left lane. Upshift, sixth gear, going not 83. I think just like cruising, barely putting throttle on. And I was like, okay, cool. This is fun. Okay, cool. The wind, I've never felt this before. The wind just fucking hit me in the fucking helmet, going back and forth, and back. I'm like, this is new. Okay, I've never gone this fast. Okay, we're going, pop, 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 pop. And in my head, I'm like, everyone that's looking at me right now thinks I'm a fucking idiot because my head is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, okay. So I'm like leaning down, trying to get like a feel for the bike, swaying it back and forth, trying to get an idea of like the what's it called? The wind going over my head, what's it called? Aerodynamics, get an idea. So I'll lean down, go fast and stuff like that. So I'm like, I do it once, go up to like 84. Okay. I look back, my girl's still right behind me. Lean down, go all the way to like 91. I look back, my girl's still right behind me. I was okay. She's following me pretty quickly. I've seen her drive at least 85, maybe 90 on the freeways. I'm gonna gap her real quick.
It's date night. It's date night. Gapplebees. Let's go.
I'm waving, just chilling. I'm going like 83, 84, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Here we go. Lean down. Whoa. All the way up to like 97, 98, and as soon as I hit that, my dumbass. I'm not used to having to clutch a bike to go fast in order to like hold the weight going or the wind going against you. So I'm going like 93, 94, 96, 97. I look down, hits 97. I'm like, okay, sweet. Immediately look up. Bike starts to wobble. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going 90. So, oh my god, the bike is starting to wiggle. Holy shit.
Oh, you get tank slap.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I was like, holy shit.
Let me tell you about the fastest I ever pissed.
Hold on. This is the first time. This is the first time I've ever ridden a motorcycle on the freeway. Let alone going that fast, but all of a sudden the bike starts to fucking wiggle. I'm like, oh my god, holy shit!
Bad place.
Yeah, so I'm like, and then the funny
in this sweatshirt.
So I'm like, no one saw that. You know what? I was getting thrown around by my helmet. No one was honking at me. It is what it is, So like, no one probably saw that wobble. I get home, I pulled the bike in the garage, and my girl says, "Hey, you good?" I was like,
she's a bad bitch.
I was like, what do you mean?
She's like, to run him over.
She's like, don't think I didn't see that. You were wobbling. You looked back at me. You looked back. The reason you looked back, so I know you were fucked up. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, oh, dude, that was so scary. And she's like, you know what? I am never gonna be behind you, ever. Next time you ride that bike. And then 2 weeks.
She's gonna be right behind you.
2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, we're taking the bike. We're taking the bike to the shop for me to get the service done and figure out what's wrong with it, so I can spend more money on it to make it more safe. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, so
we can go 120.
Shut up, Ben. She's gonna listen to this. I want her to know that I'm safe. I am a safe motorcycle rider. I am working on my Class M license, sir. Anyways, so
you've never driven this in the U.S. then?
Shut up. Yes. Oh, no.
That is correct.
Yeah, you're correct. I was just offended by you talking like that because I ride motorcycles. But yes, this is the fact. Yeah, anyways. So, we're driving the bike to the shop because I'm going to go get service, need new tires, the radiator has some shit fucked up, the taillight is fucking melted to the fucking exhaust pipe. So like the only light that I have is the brake light that's always on. You can barely see it unless it's nighttime. So like fuck me. So I'm taking it to the shop. We're okay. So we pull out of my neighborhood. Two right turns and one left turn out of the neighborhood. We're going around this corner. It had just rained. So like, you know what? Like it's good. I'm good. I have never like actually leaned on a bike like this, so it's gonna be fun. Let's try it. But then like in the back of my mind I was like, wait, Chris, you're a fucking dumbass. It just rained. It's wet outside. You just watched a video of some dumbass sliding out with Leo below his bike, and that is just playing in the back of my head. So I'm like, oh my god. So I'm going around this stoplight, what should be at least 15, 20 miles per hour, at least 35 miles per hour.
Oh no, almost double.
Yeah.
Like a
Gee.
right
Yeah.
turn? Or
Yeah.
what,
A left turn. It was a left turn.
Okay.
So I was like, so at this time, I had still been in the dumbass mindset that, you know what? I'm not going to use my brake. I'm going to downshift every time that I need to slow down because everyone says
Yikes.
that's cool. I don't use my
Not in the
brakes. I'm
wet.
going to
It is
downshift.
cool, and yes, you're wrong.
So, anyways,
yeah.
I don't quite know how to do that yet because I'm used to off road, and every time you come to a fucking turn, it's slam on the brakes, shift all the way down to 1, and then figure out if you need to be in 2.
It's the same with road.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out.
Debatable, but okay.
I'll figure that out. But not today. Not today.
Yeah.
So literally 2 weeks after I, 2 weeks
Not
after,
the same, but okay.
What?
guys, I'm
Continue on,
talking
continue
here.
on,
I'm
continue on.
talking, motherfuckers.
Continue
Let
on,
me
so.
tell my story because this is like not the funniest part. But anyways, so
You should slam the gas.
slam it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that?
I'll play some intermission music. Na, 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 na,
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen,
Da,
with
da, da,
Chris
da,
Bowen's
da, da,
long ass
da.
story about how he did go really fast on a motorcycle 2 to 3 weeks ago. Anyways, back where I was at, I was coming around a corner at least 35 miles an hour on a bike that I've never gone that fast in a corner before on a day that it just rained and there was water on the road. So I was like, holy shit. I got about maybe 15 feet from the turn and I was going I was honestly going probably about 30 to 32. And I was like, oh shit, like it is too late to downshift because I'm just going to, like, it's going to lock up the gears.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yep.
stop the tire. I'm just going to slide. So you know
Exactly.
what? I was, and then at the same
Smart
time,
man.
it was like, okay, it's too late to slam on the brakes. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw it in neutral and just tap the brakes. And it was just enough to where I went over the curb for about maybe 5 feet.
That
down.
also sounded like the wrong move. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
So
Don't do
hey,
that
you know
either,
what?
but
I am here today,
that is
and I am
lesson
here.
learned.
I am here today, and I'm not in the dog pound because I made it through that shit. Anyways,
You better read that MA license book. Figure that shit out, my
so
guy.
I grabbed the clutch, feather the brake. The back brake was not working at all, so I feather the front brake. Jerk,
back
jerk.
brake
Go
was not
over the
working
curb
at
for about
all?
5 feet. Come back down. Wild out. We get to the fucking shop where I'm dropping off the bike. And she says, I can't believe I told you that I would never ride behind you. And I fucking did it again. Literally. And I went over a fucking curb.
Okay,
So
so
that
God.
is my story about the fastest I've ever gone on a automobile. Motorcycle, 97. Oh my God, this bike is shaking. And my girlfriend,
Yeah, thanks,
who I
man.
love so much, is shaking her head because I almost killed myself and I have a little girl to look after. But I'm not killing myself because I am prepared.
He's learning.
Best practice.
He's learned.
I'm learning.
you don't get out of gear while turning.
Why not?
Get a jacket with shoulder pads.
You need,
I have.
you
It's
need-
funny.
Like a riding
I have an
First off, a
off-road.
windbreaker ain't gonna cut.
I know that, but I have a full like off-road like indoor class.
No. You need an
fine.
on-road
It-
one.
Literally-
it's shoulders.
Whatever you have works for now.
Yeah,
But
Get what you need.
Do
yeah.
not leave gear while you are in the middle of a turn.
The reason being
Get
is
elbow
that
pads.
Just
Yeah.
just let go. Just let go of the gas and the brake altogether. It will slow you
No.
down.
No.
Don't
reason-
forget how
don't do
much
that
you're
either.
gonna want to keep your fingers. Get those gloves.
I have.
Hold on,
gloves.
hold
I have
on.
nice
I want
gloves.
everybody
Continue,
to-
Andrew. Continue.
Okay, so Chuck, do you know the rule when you are in a turn and you ain't turning fast enough? When
in doubt, throttle out.
in doubt, throttle out.
So that's what I wanted to do. Wait. That's what I wanted to do. But the gravel was wet, so I felt like if I did that, I would only spin tires.
It's different on bikes a little bit.
Okay.
It's a lot less throttle, but you do want to put a little bit of throttle. So the reason why you want to put throttle in a corner where you don't feel like you have control is because if you have rotational force,
Yeah.
you're creating what's called mechanical grip, where the tire is physically trying to grip the road.
Okay.
If you do nothing,
It
You're-
is nothing to work off of because it's in the same motion. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
and so it can slide, it can roll, it can do whatever it wants because it's got no way to fight for traction. It's just
Yeah.
begging for traction.
Yeah.
So when you add a little bit of throttle, whether it's a lot or a little, but you should always add throttle to get out of your your predicaments. Now here's the thing. The reason why I say that is like, how many times have you seen a video where someone like freaks out and just freezes and locks up their brakes
All
and
the
just
time.
stops
All
on the
the time.
road,
All
but
the
then
time.
everything goes wrong after that?
Yes.
Whereas like, here's the thing, like it's your responsibility if you've screwed up into a position where you need to throttle out, 7 out of 10 times it's usually your fault.
Okay. Yeah.
You usually, right? Like
Yeah.
3 out of 10, like some idiot is just flying down wherever the fuck you are in Mexico and is just trying to cut you off.
Going in. Yeah.
But most of the time, you've mistimed your pull out, whatever it is. So you want to throttle out. If you freeze, if
And
you
that's
stop.
how he got a kid.
So if in doubt, you want to throttle out. Whether it's a lot or a little, man, make that up on a split decision at the moment. But you want to be applying some sort of force. So yeah,
Makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because no, at that point in time, when you realize you're fucking up, the tire's already in motion, and the motion
you
that
need
it's
to keep it
causing
in there.
is
Yeah.
is making the friction. You know, so
Yeah.
if you continue that, it's gonna find traction eventually. So
and
yeah,
the other thing too is to
thank you for
maintain
that
like
knowledge for real.
also keep your eyes up. So if you're looking at the horizon and you point your eyes,
Don't
and
put your head up, though.
Yeah. Well, no.
I know what
you
he's
do.
talking about, Ben.
So
Jeez.
here's the thing. So if you're if you're riding or driving, if you look where you want to go, the vehicle will go there. If you're looking at the ground in front
Just
of
like
you,
a-
you're gonna get
Yeah.
and so that's you. So keep your eyes up, keep your head up, but you will
And wear more than a windbreaker.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know.
Get a
I
proper
know.
riding jacket for the streets
So that's the
of
thing. That's the
Mexico.
thing. I want to keep going.
Well, we're running tight on time,
It's
so
an
we gotta get
honorable
David's.
investment.
We gotta get David's
That is a
story in
good
here.
Oh,
story.
and mine.
true. But no, I don't want to get to that point where every time I ride the bike, I have to have a full fucking $675 suit on. But I do get it. The jacket
You
is
should
worth
get
it.
there because you want to.
Yeah.
No, I do. But that's the thing. The people that wear those like pants and jackets, they're planning to go at least 180
That's not
to
Not true at all.
120.
That's not
Those
true.
people
You don't
drive
think
those
so?
adventure bikes.
That's what I get from that.
Those
so if they're not,
stand-up adventure bikes. What are those things called?
Standards.
No, those are enduros. He's talking about enduros.
That's what I'm
things
no,
like
I'm
Yeah,
talking
that.
about
thank
street
you,
bike. I'm
Chuck.
talking about a street where you have them wearing the
I know.
full
my
matching
brother
uniform and
owns
stuff like
an
that.
Indian. He has the whole.
In my opinion, that's what it is.
And a lot of people that I see who are truly enjoying riding a bike, they
They're
invest
padded.
in riding a bike, right? And
Yeah.
they will wear that vest.
I'm cool
Does
with
he
that,
have
yeah.
assless
Yeah.
chaps
that
because he
that
has
kind of
All
raised
chaps
back
Yes, 'cause
assless.
to support their neck.
Okay, does he have
Right?
chaps because he rides an Indian, and that seems
'Cause-
like
'cause you
something
want
you would
it.
have if you ride an
Yeah.
Indian?
There's an airbag.
It's not a
jacket.
sexual
Oh,
thing.
right.
It's just like Indians in leather. It's like
Indians
Yeah,
and
get
leather.
you
You
one
hear
of
it
those.
first.
That's
like-
any
it's-
cruiser. You can be in a Harley.
Yeah.
You can be in
Yeah,
an
yeah,
Indian.
yeah.
You can be
Yeah.
in a Kawasaki Virago or whatever it is, or Suzuki.
yeah, but like Indians make. I think
vest.
Indian makes only cruiser.
Dude, Indian bikes are sick
Yeah,
as
go
fuck.
They are.
I
They're
just
so
showed
sick.
I just showed Antonio this
But-
bike for $6,000.
If I had
was
an
like, if you don't buy
Indian,
that,
I would have
will.
chaps.
Bowen,
They're nice.
100%.
you don't have that much to prove.
I went to the
No, I
San
don't. That's
Diego
what I'm
Leather
saying.
Company.
I'm not going to do wheelies. I'm not going to
recently.
lane split because they're like
Wear
the women. The
protection.
two
Wear
women I have in my
protection.
life do not mean. But I get it. If I'm going to ride that motorcycle, I need to be padded to the max if I actually do care. And in my opinion, the people that wear the padded to the max are just there to go fast. But in general, the few videos I've seen on like Instagram or whatever it may be, they've had some major crash that has caused them or given them reason to wear that full padding.
So don't wait for the major crash
Just
and
do
do
it.
it now.
Just-
Nike,
Yeah.
just do it.
Just
Sponsor me.
Yeah.
It's
Sponsor
But
the
all right, so
podcast.
let's wheel.
It's serious.
Let's wheel the microphone over to David.
you have
David,
people-
tell us.
David's awesome. I love you, David.
Thank you.
David.
Oh shit.
What
David.
is
Speed
the
time.
fastest you've ever gone? What were you driving?
Okay, fastest I've ever gone was in not my car in the streets of Mexico. It was a Lexus GS 350 with the F
Whose
Sport
car
package.
was that?
Andrew?
Oh.
Not me. I've never
different
owned a Lexus.
Andrew.
Let
Different
me know.
Andrew.
I've
Different
never
Andrew.
been able to afford a Lexus.
Yeah, driving back.
This
from,
Andrew looks like Jesus Christ, superstar.
somewhere.
I
in
don't know what that
Mexico.
means, but keep on going.
It means exactly what you think it means.
Andrew
Alright.
Lloyd Webber.
I'm trying to be quick, but shut the fuck up.
No.
No, I'll show you.
This Andrew is,
Yeah,
but that's
you
besides the
haven't
point.
shown me.
Okay, so yeah, Andrew had one of these, nice car. This was after his like BMW 5 Series era, where he put the M5 wheels on that were just a size too big, and they were the replicas, and they broke on a pothole.
They
but
broke.
that's
All
beside
of them
the point.
broke.
All
All
of
of them broke on one.
It was
No,
insane.
two
One
of them
pothole
broke
just
on
said,
one
On the same
pothole,
pothole?
and
Go
the
fuck
city
yourself.
paid for it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That is
big
a
win for
that
Big
is
win
a
for Andrew.
So-
big win for Andrew, in
Andrew does
Mexico.
not lose.
He does not lose. If
We
he goes
parked.
to court,
We
he
parked.
wins.
We once parked.
All right.
In Disneyland. Disneyland. What's the street
Andrew
in
is a strong
Disneyland? Downtown Disney. We once parked in their parking lot to go to Disneyland, and
in Mexico.
when we no. This is just
That was
in
the joke.
Disneyland.
Anyways, moving on.
And-
Jesus.
And so we were there, and we
It's a real
parked
thing.
in downtown Disney, and then we tried to leave, and they wanted to charge us money, and Andrew got them to not charge us money. By
Disney's super
by
stingy,
literally
that's
just
impressive.
being like, no, I'm
Bless
not
you.
paying you. Let me out. And like that was pretty much his only argument. I was like, no, I parked here. I went to downtown Disney. I doesn't matter what else I did. I was here for 9 hours.
Oh, that's
Let me
impressive.
leave.
But David, so you were going how fast?
I was doing $120, maybe 122. I think was like the top I reached. And I was like,
In what again?
It was a GS 2017 GS 350.
I want you to say the manufacturer.
Lexus. I love Lexuses. That
Okay.
was my first car.
His first car was a Lexus
The ES 330. We talked about that in the last BarVIO. I feel like
with the
it was a big
sticker
couch.
4 doors, more whores.
Of course.
That is correct.
Scratched out, so it's just more glass.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Nice
nice
remember.
job.
Yeah,
I got you.
Correct. Yeah. So, that was my like fastest I've ever really been in a car. I did 100 and something in a Panamera, and that was fun because it really didn't feel like 100 and something. And then like Chris, I dropped some coin on a car, and the fastest I went up to was 90 in Mexico, where Benny had to follow me, and he was like, "Can you slow the fuck down? There's no reason."
90?
The van struggles at 90.
You weren't.
It's a fucking. Might as well be in a fucking silo at 90.
Wait. The only
Jesus
thing-
Christ.
So my
Superstar.
van, my SUV struggles at 50 fucking 5.
I'm
So
sure.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay,
That's
so
fair.
that's
he
fine.
also wasn't in the van following me because I would have been gone.
What was I in? Oh, I
you're
was
my
in.
car.
Oh, I was in your other
And I
car.
don't
Right.
like liars.
I didn't realize that. I thought I was in the van.
Yeah,
Because it can do like 90, but it doesn't like it.
yeah. The Benz didn't really like it either. It was
You
just
were
like,
in a
hey,
Lexus,
too
so
fast.
just
But the Previa
because-
did 80 to
because
Washington, pretty
Lexus's
much.
alphanumerical designations can confuse
I heard Lexus
me.
were shit.
It's a 3.5 liter mid-size sedan.
Mid-size sedan. We're talking about 4
It's
doors.
equivalent to the Avalon.
Is it RX?
No,
No,
it was a
GS.
GS.
GS. Okay.
The sedan.
It's
What
good.
year?
It was
What year?
nice.
2017.
2017.
Okay, GS.
Well,
Yeah.
all right,
Nice
boys. I don't want to showboat or boast, but I got a good
In
story.
typical.
Let's hear it, Chuckster.
Okay. Hold
Alright,
on,
Chuck.
hold on. Let him.
I do want.
Let's cut to the chase here.
That's it.
What's the chase then, Andrew?
Sounds like exciting.
The
Chase
chase
me.
is it's time for Chuck's story. I guess.
Ah.
I'm already making a drink, so it don't count, guess.
All right, so I was at one point in time, not anymore, the proud owner of a 2004 GTI.
R.I.P.
All right, Ripper, she's
Mazel
she's
tov.
gone. Diamond, she was
a
she's
real
so
pistol.
she was. So I picked that up. Long story short, for like how I got it in LA. I was like the 4th or 5th owner. Like 2 or 3 girls had it before me and put like that the Roxy Diamond logo on it.
yeah.
Oh,
Because
yep,
everyone forgot-
yep.
So she was my big booty stripper girlfriend Diamond. I loved that car. That was her name. That was her moniker.
That's
He
adorable.
is stuck true to the name.
Yeah, and she went out with class like a fucking big booty stripper. So anyways,
Fast.
yeah, so fast. So, but the story involves. So the fastest I went in this specific car that I owned was 139 miles an hour, and I was
In
going
Mexico.
down in Mexico. I was going down the 78 freeway in Mexico, and I'm hitting around this
Siente
bend.
Ocho.
No, 68.
Yeah. So I'm heading around this bend in Mexico. Yeah, and on.
Municipal.
Yeah, so I'm going eastbound. Okay, I'm going eastbound, and I see a police officer, Heche Confederale. That means made in Federale. Excuse me, I'm a little buzzed. But anyways, a Federale coming at me from the westbound, and he hits his lights on me when I'm
Just to
going.
be sure, this is the fastest you've ever gone.
And no, it's not. But in this car, the only faster
In
I've
that
ever
car.
gone. The only faster I've ever.
I just got over a
Never
story
included
that
yourself.
did fastest on a motorcycle, so he can tell this story.
Yeah, the fastest I've ever gone
Anyways.
is 141 while I'm at the hands of the wheel. Well, that was in a V6 Passat that I jointly owned with an ex.
Jeez.
Anyways.
But well, that was the hey, that was the V6 Passat. It was the 30 valve. That thing flew on the freeway. I
So
love
wow,
that car.
I went the fastest.
But
honest.
yeah. But so I'm going 130. I'm
Veloster.
going 139. Yeah, going eastbound. And the police officer going westbound hits me with his lights, and he sees me. He pops me.
Derecha.
So I have to get off the freeway. So I panic. Yeah. So I pull into the closest parking lot I can when I get off the freeway. I pull into a In-N-Out, which they only have on the west coast of Mexico. And I take off my front and back plate, hide them inside my car, turn the lights out, and put
Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh, I was genius with this shit. And but here's the thing.
You went full NFS cooldown.
You guys, I fucked up.
Yeah, but I did. I called and texted Andrew in our group chat at the time with the car club that we had. It's not technically dissolved officially, but anyways, so like. I'm freaking out, right? So right as I'm about to it's time to go. I'm fine. It's like 15 minutes.
It's time to go to
You see the
Three
cop?
cop cars pull into this In-N-Out parking lot to get dinner.
Oh God.
So I had to sit there for another hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, waiting for these guys, these pigs, these fucks, these cops, which, you know what? And let's not get into that debate. I'm not a biggest fan of the police, the federales. Anyways, they serve their purpose, but they suck. So long story short, I had to sit almost for 2 hours waiting for these guys to eat their dinner and bail so I can put my plates, sweating, because if I put my plates on in front of them, right, they leave their cars running with the fucking cameras going and yada yada. I can't put my plates on if they
You
come out and
can't
be like,
drive
what's
it
with
away.
that? What is this weirdo crackhead doing in the middle of the night? Mike, this is 11:30 midnight, so I didn't go home. I didn't leave for home for almost 2:30 in the morning from this spot in
In-N-Out,
Mexico.
yeah.
So that was a fun
I don't know
one.
what that is in
was the
Spanish either.
fastest I got to go in that car. I love that
either.
thing. But yeah, so
that's-
when you're going 139,
that's-
you don't know what the fuck's coming the other way. I'll tell you that.
That's the scariest thing when you know you're breaking the law and all of a sudden you see a cop. You're like, oh my
Fuck!
God.
Yeah, every
Fuck.
time. Yeah,
I wish I was anywhere
Even the
but
simplest
here.
of crimes.
Yeah.
Even the simplest.
yeah.
You can be on your phone, all of a sudden you
No,
see a cop, you're like,
I-
oh, I'm gonna die. I'm like, oh
I
shit.
I took an ex-girlfriend to the airport once, and just like because I'm nice, and then
You
I
are.
drove home, and this other identical Civic wanted to race me home from the Tijuana, Mexico airport going sur, and I raced him, and a Federale. I was in the right lane, he was in the left lane, near whatever, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Where was it?
In sur, and
Mexico.
So yeah, and the cop. There was a highway patrolman,
Cock.
and I was in the right lane, and the guy I was racing was in the left lane. And
3 out of
Bowen's
3?
at like a 7.
7 out of 10. Check
No,
that.
a
I'm not
7
like,
out of 3.
You know what?
And
Anyways, continue, Ben. Sorry.
No, you're good. And I think the only reason that I didn't
tired,
get pulled
boss.
over was because he was in the left lane and I was in the right lane, and it worked much to my advantage. But I was winning, so. And I think overall I won the war too. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And I think that concludes. Wait, hold on.
And that's why Jews are the
No, I
chosen
want to keep
people.
talking. Ask me a question.
Otherwise, I have not told the fastest I ever.
You have not.
Oh,
You have not.
all right.
Please
wrap her
do.
up. Wrap
Please
her
do.
up.
No, I want to keep talking.
You go faster than me?
Wait, it has to be like.
I want.
How
continue.
fast did
Andrew.
you go?
How fast were you going in this automobile?
155, but I
He hit
hit
the
155.
actual
I
limiter.
hit the limiter.
The governor. No, that's the
The
governor.
governorship.
155 is
Yeah,
the governor.
that's the
Yeah, I
governorship.
hit the
You
governor.
hit the governor in a sweat,
Hyundai
Veloster
Veloster.
Turbo.
and Bowen, you hit a.
97.
I had 97 on.
That's fucking fast.
David hit
Well, no, like
120
the top
something.
on that bike is like maybe like 130 ish. So that
Okay.
compared to the bike, it was like, damn. I'm not trying to play myself down, but yeah, that shit was scary.
Like,
Anyways,
it's all relative.
yeah, fact. Wind hitting you, fucking shaking and shit.
How fast did you
David?
go, Davey?
120.
139 for me.
139.
So I'm still winning.
Well, okay, the fastest I've ever gone is 141 while
Cien
I'm driving.
y-
but
Either
I
way,
have gone
I'm
faster.
still winning.
Yeah, yeah, not
It
much
is while
faster.
you are
Not
driving
much, but
this.
I'm winning.
Motorcycles as a whole.
Let's hear it.
Let's be.
All right,
Let's
Andrew,
be
so
real,
let's
yeah.
hear your story. Let's tell the
Please
tale.
do.
I'm so curious if I beat him or not.
I don't know if mine is more interesting or not.
You're a great storyteller.
It was 137.
I win.
Hold on.
Fucking Ben.
Based on mileage
Hold on.
per hour.
Which is speed.
Hold on.
True.
Which is this
Let him
segment.
finish. Let him finish.
Shut up, Ben.
Okay. Continue.
It wasn't my car. It didn't belong to the dealership.
Ooh.
In Mexico.
It belonged to the customer.
That's
My
always
man.
the
Were you
second
valeting?
best.
Huh?
Were you valeting
More
that
or less.
car?
Lot
I don't
porter.
know
Yep.
what that means, but whatever.
You were driving it though.
means,
That's all that matters.
I was driving it.
Can we hear the car? What's the car? Year,
Anyways,
make, model.
yeah.
Elaborately, fictionally,
Yep.
somewhere else.
Is
Other
that the
than
toaster?
here.
Is the toaster making noise?
That was the Gato.
Anyways, what?
It was in a 2000 pre-10, post-5, 528i.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pre-10, post-5.
Pre-10. So that's 90s?
No,
that's
that's the car. Same era. That's
2008, 2009.
Okay, 2008.
that's the
Okay.
car that Andrew we were talking about earlier broke
saw-
all of his
Don't
rims
care
on.
about other Andrew. Only
That's
care
okay.
about me, Andrew.
Care about you right now.
It's fun.
Me right now, in the moment.
Right meow.
Let's hear it.
I don't give a cat what you kitten right now. Right meow.
He was on a very long, straight freeway
What is the same thing?
that goes eastwards,
East.
Derecha.
Derecha.
directionally.
Is that the word?
Um,
Is that the right word?
Right in Spanish.
That's derecha?
And it turned out that
Derecha.
the fuel cutoff was at 146, 7
Really?
miles per hour.
So-
Wait.
the fuel cutoff, though?
So a car has an automatic fuel cutoff
It does,
at a
yes.
certain amount of miles per
So
hour.
what? Then it just kills the car?
It just cuts the fuel off.
Why?
It's
Uh,
a-
So then you go
that's in the
to-
computer. That's in the
It's to keep
computer.
people from going in like 200
Too
miles
fast.
per hour for
Yeah.
literally no reason.
Okay, yeah.
also
is
not
that,
grenading the motor.
Is that in every car, or is that just
Autobahn.
like in that
It
specific
is,
car?
yes.
So essentially,
That's
what
what
the
I
governor-
hit.
So essentially, that's what the governor chip does.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. The governor chip is a fuel cutoff, basically.
Great.
So it'll begin to limit the amount of fuel cylinders will receive.
So I hit that.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes, you did.
Pinged right off of
Yes,
it.
you did. And no, you did not. Dave.
Yeah,
Chuck?
so I did not, but for what was left of the horsepower, so mine was a used car. Probably.
Got Chris
I don't
on the
think it would have
knee
hit
this time.
155 in the condition that it was in. So I feel like 139 was like that.
Yeah.
She was giving it all.
fair.
Like that was
Yeah.
like what
That's
was
fair.
left of
That was
the
all
fuel.
that it could go.
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Yo, I'm." just the whole time screaming in
That's
German.
fair
Just,
enough. I mean, the fastest that I got from Spitfire
yeah.
was,
So,
yeah. 999.
yeah. So, not the literal factory fuel cutoff, but what was left of that motor. Yeah, that 139 was the fucking fuel cutoff. If you
so
ask
the
me.
fastest I'd gone in the Spitfire was 99.
Which,
What
but
unit
let's-
you want to refer to is
yeah.
your choice, but
That's like
Let's-
a bicycle and cardboard fast.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is like you. It's
like the Previa down a hill.
but it was with someone else in the passenger seat.
So for like a
That's crazy.
teaser for like a
And the top
future.
speed was 102 miles per hour.
So a teaser for a future episode, maybe like the greatest vehicle malfunction you've had or experienced in time, would probably end up being Andrew. How fast were you going when you bent, warped, or nearly destroyed a component of your engine? You're probably
A
going like
valve?
73 to
I'll
like
talk
80.
about that some other time.
Yeah, like so.
Did you-
So the reason why I bring it up real fast
valve?
is that going 99 in the car that he had is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What
That's
car
like
was
going
it?
full out on a Bugatti
A
Veyron.
car that
But
was
what
built
car
in
was
the
it?
Spitfire, not made, built in the Spitfire, built in the 70s, not meant to go any faster than 90, 80 miles per hour.
No, okay.
Yeah, 80
What,
at
what
the
car was?
most.
So what car was it?
The Spitfire.
Triumph Spitfire, his 75 Spitfire that he has.
The 75. What do you have right now?
A 75 Spitfire.
Oh, it's oh.
He
And
still
a
has it.
bunch of
Holy-
four-cylinder
he has a fleet. He has a
Dodges.
fleet.
Holy shit. Okay.
Holy shit!
You better believe I'll be there for that
Inbound.
episode. You better believe I'll be
Inbound,
there for
clean
that.
title. Sam,
Inbound,
shout
clean
out for
title.
you.
Who wants it?
Sam, we miss you, buddy. All right, but
Anyways,
so
Good
Anyway,
night
as I was saying,
and good luck.
what was I saying, Chuck?
Well, you were saying how you went 99 in that Spitfire, but you went 137.
Okay, so very long straight freeway. I was going 140.
You want a pillow?
No.
7. So
catch
wasn't
up
my
with
car. It was a customer car actually. I just wanted to get back home as fast as possible.
In a customer car, huh?
Not in a customer car, no. I was trying to get there in a customer car. What I had to come back with was a loaner, which capped out at 134. So I found out.
There she is.
You win.
I love that.
That's
So,
hilarious.
The thing about my high-speed story was I had driven at this amount. I had basically cruise controlled. And by cruise controlled, I don't mean press a button, but press my foot up against the firewall as hard as possible for as long as possible.
That's
at
what
a
I
half
did.
hour at a time.
Oh my
and by
God.
at a time, I mean at least 30 minutes. And then for
Oh my
a while,
gosh,
less
how far in
than
Mexico
that.
were
And then
you?
again, that amount of speed for at least half an hour at a time. It was so fast, so long, that by the time that I had even hit traffic, moving at 60 miles per hour, it genuinely felt
Like a relief.
20 miles per hour. It felt like a crawl.
That sounds miserable. That's unbelievable.
It
That-
is.
I mean, oh my gosh. How okay, so 30-minute clips. How long were you how many of those did you do?
At least 2. And if the
Where the
second
hell
one
was this
longer,
dealer?
then it
Mexico
would have been
City?
About an hour and not 30 minutes.
Oh goodness gracious. We got to do a
There was
cannonball.
one time where it
Cannonball.
got as slow as 60 miles per hour, but it 100% felt like 20 miles per hour once I got there. I'm looking at the
That's
window.
so
I'm like,
wild.
Oh my God, why are we going so slow? Oh my God, work to do. And then I look at the speedometer. It says 60 miles per hour.
You're like, oh, we're not doing so bad, but like we're doing horrible.
But that's also the thing
Oh
about
my
German
God.
engineering is you don't realize how fast you're going or not going.
The
It's
Autobahn.
wild. But I think that's a good spot to wrap it up. We are
Have a good night.
sitting at a excellent episode of rambling, of good drinks,
I'm
of
so
good BarVIO.
You're
drunk
a full
right
drink, my guy.
And here's the things, folks. We do not condone any of the behavior
We
in
do
this
not.
this podcast. This is the life we
We
live.
were all
Do not drink and
drinking
drive. Do
Heineken.
not
Let it be
drink and
clear,
drive.
0.0.
We do this on a
They do not
Wednesday night.
sponsor us.
It is not healthy nor
Yep.
condoned.
And I have
This
work
is
tomorrow.
A bad idea.
We
Please
all
don't
have
do
work
this.
tomorrow.
So you better believe that I am not
Leave.
driving home.
We
and
are
I'm being
sleeping
sober
where
at
we're
work
at.
tomorrow.
They will not be
Yeah.
leaving this place
Whatsoever.
tonight.
Tonight.
They
Except
will have to come to work
at,
straight from a single.
at 7 in the
It
morning.
is
Oh,
my
we're all
house.
gonna be wearing the same clothes.
We're in
Except
Mexico.
for Andrew.
Guys,
To
we're-
work.
we're
This
in Me-
is a sacrifice we make. To
We're
in
you,
Mexico
to
right
take
now.
us
That is
away.
right,
yes,
Bowen.
yes. We're in
Subscribe,
Mexico right now.
listen, leave
We're
comments,
in Mexico
sell
right
us
now.
your
Some
car.
cantina.
Charlie, give
I
us a
couldn't
jingle.
pronounce the
I want
motel.
To give you a jingle. How
right.
about the Honda Pilot?
Yeah, do it.
That's a good one.
Oh man.
Is your Honda Pilot no longer at cruising altitude? Then give it some gratitude and sell it to CarVIO at 855-951-3335 or carvio.com. Hit us at Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook
Hit us.
DMs.
Please
That's
do.
right.
Shut the fuck up.
Carvio
And that
Carvio
is
BarVio.
a
Great night.
wrap.
Thank